Simply put, this mural right here is of the American flag that flies so proudly above and throughout the United States. And it just basically displays patriotism, loyalty, bravery, unification, all of those things. That's really, at least that's what it means to me. The American flag right here in Nettleton. Let's go. And by the way, this is by John Ward. Got to give a shout out to the artist John H. Ward. He has a website, johnhward.com, and this mural was composed in 2019. So shout out to Mr. John Ward. Let's go. Good afternoon, good people. This is P9 coming at you guys with another vlog, and I am in the small town of Nettleton, Mississippi. We're about to take a walk through the small town and get some of the sights and get some history and all that jazz. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Now, Nettleton, Mississippi is a small town with a population of less than 2,000 residents. As I stand right over here at the local Baptist church, First Baptist Church, and I'm getting ready to walk down Main Street. There goes the water tower for Nettleton. And Nettleton was incorporated in 1888 as a railroad town, a town that was built around the railroad. More specifically, it was named after George Henry Nettleton, who was the president of the Kansas City, Memphis, and Birmingham Railroad, which later became the Frisco Railroad. And from there, after its incorporation, the town grew around the railroad. And check this out. This is like the, it looks like the old municipal water system right here. So as for which county Nettleton is located in, well, it's actually located in two counties. Mostly it's located in Monroe County, but there's some portions of the town that's located in Lee County, which is seated by Tupelo. Tiffany School of Dance right here. Tiffany School and Dance, been there since 2000. And right across the street used to be a which looks like an abandoned service station, but it used to be a towing and repair shop. I'm not sure if it's still there. It looks like it's vacant, but that was the Nettleton Towing and Repair. And over here, which also looks vacant, is some it used to be, looks like this used to be a what's called a brew station. So somewhere you can come get your coffee and all that stuff. And it has artwork in the front. It says coffee time, and it looks like a drawing of Bob Ross. It looks like the legendary painter Bob Ross. Afro and everything. Yeah, that's sick. Nice painting, but this is an abandoned service station. As you can see, gas pumps all boarded up right here. And this is like some vehicles, like a Ford. It's a Ford SUV. It looks like it could be potential. It looks like at first it looked like it was a police cruiser, but it has a sale price of $7,000. It's a 2017 model, I believe. Has two-tone, the two-tone on there. Interesting. For $7,000 for a 2017, I wonder how many miles it has on it. The Subway, of course. Check this out. It's like a rooster or some sort, like a mannequin of a rooster. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
How you doing, man? All right. Vaping tobacco shop. And over there's the Nettleton Fire and Rescue. Here it looks like another vacant, boarded up building. Pearl's Dry Cleaners, Repair Laundry. So this looks like this area used to be a thriving business district at one point in time, especially during the heyday of railroad traffic. Passenger railroad traffic, that is. They have a Nettleton Dental across the street. Check this out. This is the City Hall of Nettleton. And you got this little time capsule sculpture outside of it. Capsule sealed 1988 to be open 2088. And has on there the City of Nettleton, founded 1888. Mayor C.H. Kane, Board of Aldermen and Centennial Committee. So it's interesting, the population actually peaked in the 80s here in this town. You had a population of about 2,500 residents, but now it's down to like 1,900 something. But it may have peaked even before that. But you know, a lot of these cities, especially somewhere like Nettleton, and especially a lot of these towns in Mississippi, Louisiana, over the years, when the industry leaves, then so are the people, and there's a drastic decline in population. So Nettleton is no different. And you have this another one of these Coca-Cola paintings on the side of a historic building. R.P. Johnson General Merchandise. So this used to be a general merchandise store. Sell a lot of household goods and different types of merchandise. Established in 1905. There goes the old signage right there for the R.P. Johnson General Merchandise. And a more modern business that occupied this building, Sizemore's on Main, established 2019, but it's a vacant building. As you can see, it's vacant. You see the old stairwell right there, you see it's vacant. It's nothing, no type of activity here. 222 Main Street, Sizemore's on Main. And just off of pure speculation, again, it could be because of the limited amount of population, limited amount of residents that live here. And usually when the residents, when it's not enough people to support businesses like that, they oftentimes have to close down and possibly relocate to a bigger market. There goes Cadence Bank right there across the street. We're getting closer to the railroad tracks. We can get some more insight on the railroad history of Nettleton when we get nearby. But here comes some of the local businesses. In downtown Nettleton, you have the Flower Garden right here, McDuffie Drug Store, along with a couple of other establishments across the street. Simplicity across the street. And check out the banners. Check out the banner for Nettleton. Has the locomotive train on it. It's pretty cool. So you have a shop that sells countertops over here. So there's a few services down here, but it looked like over on the other street a lot of the older businesses were shuttered, but looks like they have a few operational businesses on this particular street. Pop's Place. So we're actually on Young Avenue, which intersects Main Street downtown. The Napa Auto Parts store right here. Every small town, big or small, but definitely small town, needs to at least have one auto parts store, one hardware store. Make my way across the street over here. Over here by the freight station. And look at this really nice mural. You know, I have to capture the murals in these nice murals in these small towns. And this is an illustration of Nettleton in the, I say, early 20th century. You see, this is when it was thriving. This is when there was a lot of people. This had to have been when the population was peaking and business was booming, and a lot of the business was facilitated by the railroad in the area, in the city. So you had a city cafe back then. You had the produce shop right there, a grocery store. You had a theater. You have a whole line of cars right here. So this really depicts a time, again, when the population was peaking, business was booming because of the population was peaking. A lot of people lived here. A lot of people resided here in the town. There are hardware stores, farmers markets, dry goods stores, McDuffie Drug Company. There goes McDuffie. We just passed by that not too long ago. L. Coggin Grocery Market. Yeah, you know, they even have a marker right here. It says Camargo 1847, 2 miles northwest was the flourishing port of Camargo, named by veterans for their Mexican war camp. The town had a steamboat landing, school, cemetery, and church. Confederates won a skirmish here July 14th, 1864. And y'all hear that? There goes a locomotive. There's a freight train coming. Yo, that's dope. Look at the freight. JB Hunt, the BNSF. Yeah, I had to get that. I had to capture the train coming through the town. You know, that's really cool, man. Really cool. Check that out. Check that out. Let me go ahead and get some more of this mural real quick. So this mural, this historical mural right here, you see the city of Nettleton seal right there. This mural was made possible by funding from the city of Nettleton, Brandon E. Presley. Special thanks to Don Rogers, Bobby Kent, James Malone, Bill Kyle, and Mark Williams. Produced by Tony Bullard. Photos provided by Philip Balch. Shout out to all these individuals who collaborated to make this beautiful mural right here in Nettleton. And I'm guessing that the tiger is the city mascot, or the mascot of the local high school. That's really nice as well. There goes Franklin D. Roosevelt right here. There's some history about him, where he traveled by train through Nettleton, touting the Tennessee Valley Authority and rural electrification. So yeah, so the TVA was created during the FDR administration. So there goes FDR right there. And again, this mural, all rights reserved by Tony Bullard, created in 2019 and 2021. And you have a couple of individuals associated with Nettleton. You have Colonel Van Bell right there on the top left of the U.S. Marine Corps, and actress Constance Bennett. And there goes a picture right there, a mural painting of the locomotive during the heyday of Nettleton's railroad. So that's really cool. That's really dope. So again, George Henry Nettleton is who the town of Nettleton is named after. So the Frisco line, which was originally the Kansas City, Memphis, and Birmingham Railroad, stimulated the early growth of and prosperity of Nettleton, as you saw illustrated on that mural. So George Henry Nettleton didn't just develop railroads here in the Deep South, he also developed railroads in the Midwest. And check this out, they have this structure right here. It's called the depot. This was established in 2025. It's a really cool, you know, little, so it's basically the city park right here, Memorial City Park. Farmers Depot. It's really cool. It looks like they're getting ready to have an event over there. There's a bunch of chairs set up, but it's a really nice structure. It's actually built in 2025. And you see right here, this is where the barbershop used to be, a barbershop right here, but now it's vacant. Simplicity. South Coffee Company, or yeah, South Coffee Company, established 2025. Now it says right here, established 2025, coming soon, but it doesn't look like there's anything going on here. I don't know if they haven't opened yet, if their open was postponed, but there's nothing, doesn't look like there's anything going on right here in that particular shop or that building. And with Easter coming up, they have the little Easter decorations right here in the downtown area. It's and it says this old building right here. I believe it was built in 1948. It has WR Trap on it. WR Trap. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So this concludes the vlog right here in Nettleton, Mississippi. It was really cool checking out this small town and getting the history of a city that's, for many, in obscurity. A lot of people don't know about this, so I'm glad I was able to bring it to you guys' attention. So if you made it this far, make sure you tap that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. And once you hit that bell, make sure you select all. That way you get notified each and every time I drop vlogs such as this one. So with that in mind, good people, thanks again for tuning in. See you guys on the next one. Peace.